I am a Ibolele. I am a distinctions and similarities of Caribbean dances, showcase Africa's influence of Caribbean dances, and also offer an inviting and experimental space for peers to express their Caribbean identity and learn about Caribbean culture through rhythm and movement. So, welcome to Caribbean Dancers!
chorus.
My name is Natalie Schubert, and I'm a sophomore.
My name is Asha.
My name is Lily Hudson, I'm a first year and I'm cheer coach.
Hi, my name is
How are you feeling about the show?
I'm feeling pretty solid. I can't sing quite a lot in the show more than last semester, so that's going to be a lot. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun.
excited because everything's coming together really beautifully. A little bit nervous, as usual, but that's the Yanvalou, so I'm not going to cry. A little bit sad because it is my last show, and I think Yanvalou is so special. So I'm going to try not to cry, even when I'm trying not to cry. I'm never going to cry. This is strong. But yeah, definitely excited about
What is something Yanvalou has taught you, and what will you take with you as you continue your journey?
Something Yanvalou taught me is patience and to be okay with making mistakes. I think that's something I'll take into the future.
I think if you find the right people, you can find a home anywhere to go. I feel like Wellesley tends not to be the most welcoming places for everybody. I know it wasn't for me in the beginning, but I think Yanvalou, just coming to that first practice and seeing and feeling the energy of the group, it really made me feel at home and really welcome. And I'm really happy that I get to be part of a group that continues to, build upon that legacy, and I hope that it continues in the future as well.
What is a piece you are excited to record?
I'm really excited for Got Me, as always. But I think that's probably I love the dance and the song.
I'm excited for all of them, but I do think that the collaborative piece between Icon and Yanvalou is going to be really beautiful. The back and forth, the connection between the two of them is really amazing, and I'm really excited for that piece in particular.
Can you share with the audience the theme of the show and what it means?
The theme of the show is Wongol, and it means return to us. There are a lot of things happening in the world right now, especially in Haiti, and we need as many people as possible to just get together, come back, and try and fight for equality for everybody.
Hi, Yanvalou family. This is Tanegile. I was at Wellesley in 2003 and I loved Yanvalou. So I really wanted to send this birthday message to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy Toto Kara. You've done an amazing job in creating a great community that outlasts your time at Wellesley. So I really wish I could be there, but I did want to send this message. So happy birthday and enjoy the evening. Goodbye.
Hello, Yanvalou. My name is Helen, class of 2014. Happy 35 years. Congratulations to everybody. I got to be a part of coordinating Yanvalou's 25th anniversary celebration in 2015. So it's so amazing to see 35 years. What an incredible accomplishment. What a beautiful organization. Yanvalou was absolutely one of the most important and formative parts of my Wellesley experience, and has really shaped and motivated and just infused everything that I have done after. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to Kara and to Toto for what you've created. I'm so grateful to all of you for keeping this beautiful, beautiful thing alive. So much love. Happy birthday, Yanvalou. Take care.
Hello everyone, my name is Zulfa Obor. I am Wellesley class of 2018. I did Yanvalou from 2014 to 2018, and I miss it so much. My favorite rhythm that I ever learned was Gamu from Ghana, and I'm looking forward to celebrating Wongol with all of you. I go up.
Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm calling from Maryland. Class of 2017. I wish that I was celebrating, but thank you, Kara, for starting. Keeping this alive throughout all the years and currently that keep us going. Much love. Salve Yanvalou, it's Alexandra from Wongol, calling from Philly. I'm
I will just tell you as we take you to Brazil that we started off our mission being here to enrich the college campus with the aesthetics of Africa as found throughout the African diaspora. But of course, we started off in Haiti. And we began to make those connections with other places. The siblings in Brazil, siblings throughout the Caribbean, and on the continent. So Brazil has become a very, very important part of that connection that we made. Of course, Ghana, we're going to see more of Ghana in a little while. But we're starting with love, hoping that if we are able to open ourselves, even though it may be very difficult in this time, especially in our country that we all share right now, we try to open, then we might be able to heal something, the wrongs that are being done right now. So we start with affiché and with love, and then we'll take you to Opalije and some people. we are hoping that you are not going to stay there. We're hoping that more of you are going to come up here. Are you ready? Are you ready? I recognize that you may be hungry also. Don't worry. I'm just cousin. We have just a little bit of our performance left.
Just a little bit. So again, up next we have Idaho, which honestly I feel like they don't really know how amazing they are. And honestly, if I could let you in a little secret with the two of us, they're not my favorite drumming work on campus. So in the tradition of Bon Matsuri, Yakibushi is a festival piece rendered with the Zulu Professor of Japan, and it was arranged by Idaho's previous instructor, Isaku Kageyama. It features drums played in a slanted style, as you can see right here, and a variety of backing sticks. They're sort of like the sticks of use, but kind of thicker and honestly kind of hard to use. I tried. So this is usually performed in the Obon Festival, which is a Japanese Buddhist festival. And during the festival, the spirits of the ancestors are believed to return to visit their loved ones. And before we get started, I know I talked a lot, sorry guys, I'm rapping. But let me share a few details about Aiko Show that is coming up next Saturday at 7 p.m. So, let's come back to the page. So their theme for this year is Echoes. They will feature various groups, including Yanvalou. So if you want to see us again, below. If you want to hear and see more of Aiko, make sure to come to the show next week. So, you know, as Aiko's #1 fan, I highly encourage you, not forcing you, but highly encourage you to go to the show. And with that, I go.
Northeast, we actually are making a connection between Ghana and Peru. When I was a student, Papito talked a lot about African connection in Peru, and I didn't really investigate that more until more recently I was in a group that does exactly that. Looks at all of these African roots in Latin American music. And these instruments are Afro-Peruvian instruments. Listen to them. We're going to start a song. The song is from Ghana. The rhythm is from Peru. And we're going to talk about that freedom connection. Songs of liberation. We need all the lungs in here. We need all the lungs. Yamba lungs. Yamba lungs. Come on, yamba lungs. Hurry, yamba lungs. Come on. Wongol, yes, big term, but also, when you're given something, then you have a responsibility. So what comes next? Can we sing together? We're going to sing Wongol. People call me song. Where are our strong singers here? Start singing Wongol. Who has the words? You can start. Oh, yeah, good. Wongol, vale, ilewa viwe mongo, vale, ilewa viwe mongo, pays a changé, ilewa viwe mongo, vale. 35 years, all of us in different decades, different generations of these groups. We have something special for you. We're not going to give it to you now, but because it's already, but make sure before you leave, you have something special for all of you. Thank you.
Short video if our tech works. It totally does. So pay attention.
Excited to share some things I've learned from each of them throughout practice. So from Mr. Tay, I've learned that when things don't go your way, you must, drum roll please, say Hakuna Matata. Take it easy, no worries. From Mr. P, I've learned that it's always someone's birthday, even if it isn't. And the greatest way to say hello to them is to sing happy birthday. And from our wonderful Kara, I've learned that you must always have your cool shoes with you. Even if you're going to be dancing for 3 hours during rehearsal.
Hi Harrison, thank you so much for making the trek out to us. I always have such an awesome time after drumming with you. You're so passionate and the energy just seeps through your pores. We really feel it the way that you're feeling it, and it's just so beautiful to be a part of this with you. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us.
I wanted to say thank you, Mr. B, for always showing up with a focused and positive and diligent energy to every single practice. Even after driving 4 hours from New York, I really appreciate your dedication and all the time that you spent with us, and thank you for everything.
Thank you, Kara, for not only being a great mentor, instructor, and teacher these past 4 years, but also for creating a space that is safe and welcoming for all students on Wellesley's campus. I wouldn't be able to imagine what my experience at Wellesley would have been like without your mentorship and your guidance, both in Yanvalou but also outside of Yanvalou. And I can't wait to see the amazing things that you do with Yanvalou over the next few years.
Hello to the class of 2025! I am at my first full year of Yanvalou as a first year, and I just want to say that I've had an absolute blast coming here every time. You guys are the most welcoming and kind, supportive people on Wellesley's whole campus, and I've had such a pleasure getting to know each of you and having you support me through this journey and learning all of these really intense, like crazy polyrhythms and dances and singing in different languages. And it made it incredibly fun and enjoyable. And I just want to thank you so much for like imbuing me with all this knowledge. I'm gonna miss you guys so much. Yeah, love.
So this video is for Harrison and for Medellin. To Harrison, thank you so much for always being so patient with us and for sharing with us just a fraction of all the knowledge that you have. We appreciate you so much, and I can't wait to work with you again next year. And then for Medellin, my big, I love you so much. You have always been a pillar of Yanvalou. You've always held so much knowledge and have been such like just a support system for everyone here. And we're so sad you're leaving us, but we can't wait to see you again. And I know that you have amazing things for you in the future. So thank you.
Hello to all of the seniors. Thank you so much for making what I would consider my first semester at Yanvalou so special, because I was actually only here for 1 month last semester, so I really don't count that. But before I came to Yanvalou, it was introduced to me as a place where the funniest and nicest people on campus were, and I definitely think that is true, and I definitely think that's because of you guys. The way that you kind of carry yourselves, the confidence that you have, and just all the energy that you bring to practice every single time, it really just has made it easier for me to come out of my own shell and find a community and a family here. And I'm really gonna miss you guys. Like, I think about it, and I really have only gotten to know you guys in like 4 months, which I think is very criminal. Please come back, please come visit, and yeah,
Yanvalou. Hi Harrison, thank you so much for all that you do. I always really look forward to Thursday practices. And I'm so grateful for all the confidence that you helped me build. Before joining Yanvalou, I would have never danced in front of anyone else. So, thank you.
I just want to say thank you to Kira for being so kind and welcoming and patient these past few years. You really made Yanvalou feel like home to me.
Hi, class of 2025. I love you all so much, and I'm going to miss you dearly. Being part of Yanvalou has been one of the most meaningful experiences for me at Wellesley.
So for my quickest graduating, just don't. I know that's a lot to ask, but you know what? I had to say something. But anyways, I'll miss you guys so much. Thank you for passing on your knowledge to us, for encouraging us, and for bringing your beautiful energy here. Special shout out to Amelia and Merlin. Ayo, Passage.
Mr. P, thank you so much for your encouragement and support over the years. You've taught us all so much, and I'm so grateful to have you in our lives.
Hi, Kara. I just want to say thank you for creating a wonderful learning environment as someone who has been able to Yanvalou this year. And I'm just so proud of the work everyone has done, and it couldn't have been done without you. So again, I just want to say thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to having a great show.
To 2025. Thank you so much for all that you do. I'm gonna miss you guys so much when you're gone. I really appreciate all the mentorship, and I'm so grateful that you guys helped build this beautiful community.
Mr. P, happy birthday to you.
for who? Yes, all of you. Are you ready? Hey!